Hello everybody, my name is Alex with Sigala Designs. Thanks for tuning in for a brand new video. Now, with everything that we're doing this week, for all the installs that we have planned, I don't even think everything would be able to fit in both the title and thumbnail for you guys to just comprehend just how busy we're gonna be flying from state to state, how many different flights we're gonna be on and off of, and how much time we're really gonna have to get all these jobs done. Now, behind me, we are working on our first install, which is a red mist Z06 Corvette that we are doing the entire carbon flash aero kit for. And well, it is starting to get late on us, but we're gonna keep working through the night if we have to get this car finished today. I know the customer is probably a little nervous, but doing this as many times as we have, we feel confident doing it. So for anyone watching that is interested, be sure to place your order sooner rather than later, because every day we are getting more and more orders and the lead times are just going to be getting pushed back more and more. So let's go inside and get started. Now, moving through the install, I know a lot of it has skipped ahead, and the reason why we do that sometimes is because we don't want to bore you with the same type of content, the same type of clips when we're doing all these installs, especially considering the fact with how many installs we're going to be doing. So not only do we do it to keep it more spread out, show you guys a little bit of every install that we're doing, along with the cars that don't want to be filmed or the customers that don't want their install filmed, we do sometimes skip a few weeks or a few installs whenever we fly out to do these jobs, just so we don't keep it repetitive. So for example, if there's a state or somewhere where I go to that I've already showed you guys, 9 times out of 10 we'll go ahead, skip it for a video. We won't really film it, and we will just fly out, do the job, and then get back home. But for something like this where we are going to be gone the entire week and we're mixing in a little bit of the vertical doors with the aero kits, and I know vertical doors is something that we haven't done in a while, we decided, you know what, let's go ahead, film this one. So we're going to show you a little bit of everything. We will show you each car once it's completely finished, but as far as the install process, we're going to keep it to just a few clips here and there, just so with every install you guys don't get the same content. And finally, finishing off the first install of this trip, let's go ahead and show you guys exactly what time we're finishing at here. And we are currently running at 2:07 in the morning, and we just finished up the car. And I know in the beginning we didn't really get a chance to mention or introduce the customer before actually starting, so I think now that the job is done, let's go ahead and get his feedback on exactly what he thinks. So here we have Scott that just got the full install done of his red mist Z06. What do you think?
It's awesome. The Aero package is exactly as it was advertised. It looks perfect. The quality was excellent. And I've got to say, I have never seen attention to detail like what you did, Alex, with every single one of these parts. You know, I know someone could install these themselves, but boy, to get it just meticulously right like what you did, that would be tough. It was perfect. The car looks fantastic. Excellent job.
Awesome. Now, I appreciate you saying exactly how much attention to detail I put to these installs, but seeing the process, seeing everything that went into it, seeing all the cutting that was done to the fresh new bumpers, like what was your thought process? How nervous were you?
Yeah, I tell you what, you guys have produced a lot of these, you've installed a lot of these, and that is just as soon as I could see you were so organized and knew exactly what you're doing, I didn't have too much worry.
That's awesome. Well, I know for you it's late locally here, but for me, I mean, I'm still fresh. I feel good. But this is the first successful install of this trip here with the Red Mist Z06. They got the full carbon flash Aero kit. Now, you guys saw a little bit here and there throughout the actual entire process. And then you did mention you were gonna get the car ceramic coated, PPF'd, everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once it gets all detailed, once it gets completely finished, I know this will be in the future, but hopefully you can send us some photos, kind of how the car looks, everything.
Absolutely.
All right, for sure. So let's go ahead and hit the road and head to the hotel to finally get some rest. In the hotel now, and guys, we weren't kidding when we were showing you the time. Well, you saw it on my phone, but either way. There, you guys can see 2:50 in the morning. We weren't joking. And we're over here making some pizza that I got at the lobby. So I ended up getting at the lobby these like cookable little like personal pizzas. And then got my soda, got chips. We're cooking one right now. You know the deal. You know, got one in there cooking it up. I had to read the directions. So we got that going, you know, Chef Boyardee. Nah, what is it? Boyardee is pasta, I think. Aren't they like the ravioli thing? What is it? DiGiorno? Chef DiGiorno? Pizza DiGiorno. Ravioli. Hotel Travago. If you guys ever wondered what the breakfast of champions looks like, look at that. We got the pizza all cooked up. I kind of mixed up around all the toppings. And then we got the video playing on there, you know? So,
behind me here,
we got that going. And then we got the little quad lock stand. All right, not sponsored by Quad Lock, but if Quad Lock wants to sponsor me, well, there you have it. So, oh, hey, look. Right there. What's up, guys? So, let's go ahead, eat, and then get some rest. Because we got, well, a long day tomorrow, but we really got nothing to do. So, let's go ahead and enjoy this food.
Tomorrow.
Getting to the second install of this install packed trip, and we are already running into our first issue. Now, getting here right now, first I want to show you exactly what time it is getting to the customer's house. It is, let's see if I can focus on that, 1:30 in the morning. And well, getting to the Salt Lake City airport, now it was a weird, I guess, situation with the flights because I originally started with United and I did check in my bags as I usually do for all my tools that I need for the installs. Now, I started off with United, but then my connection flight turned into a Delta flight. And somewhere in between one of those two airlines, my check bag with all my tools ended up staying at the layover location, which was in Chicago. Now, obviously ahead of time, we kind of trust that the airlines know to transfer all the bags over. But I mean, I got on the flight thinking, okay, when I land, I'll be good. I'll collect my check bags. I'll head to the customer's house, at least start with the install, you know, get maybe the back bumper off, whatever, just to at least start to get ready for tomorrow. And while getting there, it eventually got later in the day or later in the night where I realized, you know what, my tools aren't showing up. So I ended up talking with someone. They did say, or they did confirm that my check bag with all my tools actually might still be left in Chicago. They don't think it got loaded onto a wrong flight to a different location, but that's something that we're just gonna have to wait and find out in the morning. So hopefully we can get it early enough. We do have all day tomorrow to complete this install. So if we get the tools early enough, or even if it ends up falling later in the day, I mean, tomorrow's all we got to at least get this car finished. So we're gonna bring you guys along for this journey because, well, let's hope that we get our tools tomorrow, because if not, that's gonna push everything else back and we can't have that happen. So we'll find out in the morning. Let's get some rest and we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is currently the next day, and well, we slept through the night. I checked in the morning kind of the status of the bag, and it does show like it was loaded on a plane, and well, it's currently scheduled to land within the hour. So we're gonna start heading to the airport, hopefully catch it as soon as it gets loaded, either off of the carousel, or I'm gonna check in with like the baggage people, the customer service people there, to see exactly what the deal is with it and how I can pick it up. to finally get back and start working on the car. Now it's such a beautiful day here in Utah. Just look at the view that we have behind us. I mean, this is such an absolutely beautiful place to live. So let's go ahead and get on the road. So getting to the airport now. Right now we're gonna see exactly if the bag showed up. Now the plane did already land, so they should have already had time to actually unload my bag, but I'm gonna check right now with customer service, see if either they have it or if I'm gonna have to wait for it at one of the terminals, depending on which terminal or which carousel number this bag actually came out of. So I'll keep you updated, but hopefully the next time you guys see me, I'm with my bag and we're able to finally get this job started. There it is, finally made it. Now, you have no idea how happy I am to see this bag, because this bag would have caused so many issues if it wasn't offloaded onto this plane right now. So now we can finally head to the customer. Now that we're back at the customer's house, we successfully pick up the luggage with all the tools. So we're finally able to get our hands on the Z06, get started with the full install, because, well, we have a lot of different little installs ahead of us with the grill moldings, the mirror caps. We're also doing the front grill guards on this. We're doing quite a bit of stuff for this car. So let's go ahead, get started. We're gonna get set up here. We're gonna get everything laid out to show you guys. Last night while we were here, we went ahead and unwrapped all the parts. So here is everything that we are gonna be installing. So we have the big old wing, we have the grill moldings there, the door moldings, the mirror caps, the brackets, the splitter. Everything that we're basically gonna need is already here, unwrapped. So as we get going, we're just able to pick up the pieces as we go. And up there, we also have something special, because, well, the customer did also get the option for the smoked out tail lights. So once the rear bumper gets put off, you guys know that I actually need the tail lights off to actually get access to the brackets and stuff. So that's already going to be removed when the bumper gets taken off. And yeah, basically we're just going to keep going along with the install. It's going to be a pretty crazy transformation from stock to completely finished. So let's get to it. Now that we got the brackets fully installed, we're ready to install the tail lights. Now this is the first time we're going to be putting the smoke tail lights on a customer's car as far as me doing the install. Now they are a direct swap, so it is going to be super easy. But here we have both brackets set up. I mean, these things are solid. Like, there is no way those are ever coming off. Everything already has Loctite. Here for the tail lights, I'm going to go ahead and unwrap everything. Now let's take these out and try to do this one-handed. Yeah, there we go. So here we have them. Honestly, on the Rapid Blue paint, these are gonna look super nice. I mean, you guys saw the video that we did with these first introducing the smoke tail lights. We actually did it on my mom's Rapid Blue C8, and honestly, we love the way it came out. So let's get these put on. Let's get the bumper fully tied up, and finally with the rear wing, that will be the cherry on top to then keep moving along. We already got the door molding pieces drying, so hopefully by the time we wrap up this rear bumper, we would have already allowed the pieces enough time to cure so that can be installed along with the rockers, and then all that will be left is everything with the front and the small few pieces that we have to do after. But let's go ahead, set you guys up, and show you guys exactly how they look with the new smoke taillights. finally, after all the mishaps that we had throughout the night, throughout the morning, with the luggage being misplaced and going to the airport to pick it up, we are finally concluding the install. The car is officially complete. Everything turned out amazing. And right now we're gonna go ahead, pop up a few pictures up on the screen showing the Z06 with the smoke tail lights in front of this beautiful view here with the mountains in the back with that nice snowy top right there. Now, this is a completely different car. It's not even like the car that we originally came here for, with everything that has been done to it. So if you guys are interested in some of the parts that you guys saw installed in this video, make sure to check out everything that we have available. All of our products, all the links will be in the description. And I think now it's time to get the owner's reaction to see exactly what he thought of everything. So I think the part that you guys love to see the most, I know seeing the entire process of the install is pretty interesting, and seeing how we just get it perfect every single time. But I think most importantly, you guys want to know exactly what the customer thought. You guys don't see the entire process. I mean, you guys will get snippets here and there, but for the customer, he was here throughout the whole thing. So let's go ahead and introduce him now. Okay, so here we have the owner of the Z06. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Kyle, and I saw Alex on a YouTube video several months ago. Been waiting 4 years for this car. Finally came, and Alex did awesome. He transformed the car, as you can see. It was a long night with the mishaps with the luggage, but once we got started at about noon, Alex just took over, and he's just awesome. I mean, he's the king.
There we go, yeah.
I really appreciate it, and he did an awesome job. If any of you are looking to transform your car, call the Transformer Alex. He'll get her done for you. Worth every penny.
There we go. Now, I know it must have been nerve-wracking seeing your brand new Z06 get the bumpers cut, get the bumpers taken off and on. Like, did you feel confident knowing exactly, like, kind of how much experience I had, knowing ahead of time exactly what I was coming here to do? I mean, what was the most nerve-wracking part?
Well, I went to my grandson's soccer game, so I missed the cut of the bumper, so I didn't have to see that. But when he was ripping out the door moldings and ripping off the bumper 5 or 6 times, my wife came out and she said, "What are you doing?" And anyway, I had complete confidence. I'd watched a lot of Alex's videos, and so I knew I was in good hands, and so I wasn't worried at all, really. And he took really good care of the car, and I just couldn't be more happy.
There we go.
The next day. Tomorrow.
Wrapping up this install, the Z06 got the Z07 high wing from us, so we went ahead, came here real quick, got it all installed for him. He already has the front Aero. It was just missing that big rear wing. So right now, hopefully we can get his reaction a little bit, see what he thought. It was super quick and turned out really good, but now he's gonna offer me to go see what Nashville is like. So here we have it. He's getting it set up right now for a few photos, and then we'll be on a road, and tonight we fly out back home to San Diego. We hope you guys enjoyed those few clips that we took of getting to see and explore Tennessee. Now, it was honestly a lot of fun. You know, now that we got the install done, and we had some time to spare before actually needing to head to the airport. It was cool that the customer offered to kind of give me a little tour now that the car was finished. So here we have it up close. I mean, everything came out really good, and the install went super quick. We literally came within like 2.5 hours. The install was already done, and then we were able to head to the road and just kind of get some time to explore. Now, I did mention that this Z06 already did have the front Aero, and the weird thing about this specific install is the dealership had actually told the customer that if he was to install the wing, that it would be voiding his warranty, which doesn't make sense with all the installs that you guys have seen us do. Not once have we ever heard that from anybody. And with the experience I have with these cars, I know a lot of the dealerships sometimes don't have the knowledge to be able to work on these cars, do these types of installs, especially when considering them being an aftermarket piece. Each Z06 customer that wants to do the Aero kit, a lot of the times the dealerships or the shops that the customer takes them to will actually deny getting the install done because they just don't feel comfortable with all the cutting, everything that needs to go into these types of installs, where you need to get everything adjusted properly. I mean, there's so much detail that goes into getting these installs perfect to make sure that the customer will never have any issues down the road. So I think now all that's left to do is just get the owner's reaction, kind of tell us a little bit about what he thought of the install, I mean how quick it was, and also his experience that he had with trying to get this wing installed for so long. Now, let's go ahead, introduce the owner, and have him explain in his own words exactly what he thought of me being here, exactly what he thought of the entire process of getting this wing installed. All right, so here we have him. Go ahead, say your name.
How's it going? My name's Mike. This is my 24 Z06. And like I said, when I ordered this, I was really nervous because I got so many people tell me that it's a nightmare to install. It was going to be hard to install. All this, and I'd posted a couple things online about it, and Ernie Segala reached out to me, and then other people from Segala did, and on I think Monday or Tuesday they reached out and said Alex can be there Thursday. He's gonna move some stuff around. Let's make this happen for you since you're having trouble. And I mean, it was that fast. He was here Thursday, picked him up at the airport. By the time I ran in, got a water, checked an email, I came out, my back bumper was already off. I mean, it was amazing. So I would say it was 2 hours or under. We were taking it for a ride. Yeah. I couldn't be happier. I mean, it's solid. I grabbed it when he put it on there, and it looks awesome. I mean, I couldn't be happier.
That's awesome. Yeah, I know it took some time to get this wing finally installed, but now that it's on the car, it's how the car should have looked from the beginning. So, I mean, here we have it. You guys heard it from him. These things are solid with not only just the rear wing, but when we're doing the full Aero kit for some of these jobs, I mean, that's really all that we expect, and we know that the customer expects is just quality, and just to make sure that for a car like this, everything gets done correct.
The other thing they should know too, I was really worried about the covering the holes from the the duckbill spoiler I had on there, and I was just looking again, and I mean, you can't tell it. I mean, I was really worried about that, and man, I'm really happy with that. I was going to buy another bumper and put on there and everything else, and I mean, I'm happy with the way it looks. With
That's
the cover.
awesome.
The cover matches perfect.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for your feedback. Thank you for the tour. Thank you for inviting me out to lunch. It was honestly a lot of fun to get to explore the city a little bit, and now it's finally time to call it for the week, head back home, and then next week we're going to do it all over again.